quickly cover the sheet here, my cheat sheet. So, Barbarian. Which one's the first one? Warcries. So I know that there's some things that Senpai wants to change as far as Warcries. But we'll go over it anyways. So we have Battle Cry that reduces enemy physical resistance. Then we also have and also can break immunities. Grants party members flat attack rating and damage with Grim Ward, which is awesome. Gain 1 additional skill point every 10 hard points and enhanced damage. 2% damage per soft point, so it's actually worth putting more points than now into Battle Command. Battle Orders give 15 life and 15 mana per level, flat increase. I believe it starts off at 300 or something like that. I don't know, it's somewhere around that. Maybe it is just flat 15. It's not flat 15, is it? Straight up. No, I guess it is. It starts off with 80 life. Damn, that's like not much. But yeah. So it is it starts off with 80 and then increases 15. Warcry now has AoE scaling. Stun is removed, and as you can see it procs FHR. So it's not like a stun anymore, but it still stuns them kind of. It procs the FHR, which means all the monsters are like in hit recovery every time you hit them with Warcry. Alright, so we're going to cover Howl now. And Howl kind of works, I believe, in the same way. I don't think it was changed. Where enemy runs up to 80, or not 80, I don't know why I said 80, but 16 yards. And it runs for 3 seconds. So it's displaying how much they run. Holy crap, I didn't put any points in it. See, they're running for 3 seconds. And it only works on non-elites and non-champions. Then we have Shout. This is, by the way, that's very good for like elite hunting, like I was saying. You can like make their minions go away and you just kill the elites. So Shout is actually a little bit better now in Project Diablo 2 to the fact defense is used while running now. So defense actually matters a little bit more, so Shout matters a little bit more. You get 5 seconds per level from synergies, and then you also get everything starts off with a base duration of like 300 seconds. So everything's like 300 seconds. I really like that change. So defense boost, and then we have battle orders, which is that like life and mana buff like I was talking about. And then we have battle cry, or battle command rather. Battle command gives you damage percentage per point, and every 10 points, as you can see, we have plus 1 point. Hard points. There we go. See, everything went up to 3 skills now. So 10 points, we get an additional skill level, which is kind of cool. So it's actually worth putting points now. Taunt still kind of works the same way, I believe, where it's like you can taunt enemies near you. It's really good if you're using like a Warcry build. And like say like monsters are a little bit far away from you, you can taunt them to walk to you. So taunt's kind of the same thing. Warcry, you know, like we were talked about earlier, it has a bunch of synergies in Warcries, and then also AoE scaling, so we put more points into it. Look at that range now. 6 yards. I believe 6 yards. Oh, it goes 6.6 yards? Damn, dude! Look at that range! Damn, dude. That's nuts. And then Battlecry, I've been really enjoying Battlecry. This actually gives a lot of like -% physical resistance. So it's really good for like pretty much every barbarian physical build that you're doing. I guess every build, because you're gonna do like physical and everything. Maybe not if you go concentrate or something. But yeah, Battlecry is super sick, and it can break immunities. and it gives minus defense. I believe it caps up to 65% minus defense, and it lasts for a decent amount of time. Find potion, kind of just, you know, similar to find item, find potion. You can just find potions. Kind of helpful in the early game, at least in vanilla. I'm not sure it'll be super helpful in this. We'll see. Maybe if it was like 100% chance, or if there's like some synergies for find potion, it might be more useful, or might get more use. But then we have find item, and find item is like really nice, at least for like end game MFing and stuff. Punch the shaman. Apparently we can't find anything. No find item. We're only at 24% chance, I guess, so. There we go. We found a dagger, boys. We found a dagger. Find item has been showcased. Then we have Grimwort. As you can see, you have like a little red aura around you. It's a red constant aura. And that means you're getting the benefits from Grimward. Grimward, again, like I read earlier, gives you flat attack rating, which is really nice for your party. Also, damage for your party, and it lasts for a decent amount of time. Eventually, I believe it'll work on every single body. So, really nice team, like, skills here. Battlecry and Grimward. Combat Masteries. They just have it labeled as Masteries, and it threw me off for a second. So, Iron Skin now gives you PDR %. So, soft, what does that say? 24 minutes? Alright, we have time. So, soft points give you defense like it used to, like Iron Skin used to. And I said earlier, like, defense is actually a little bit more useful, because now defense actually is an account, is accounted for when you're actually running. And then we have hard points that gives you PDR, up to like 10% PDR when you put 20 points in. So depending on your build, you can tank up quite a bit just by a skill, which is super sick. Combat reflexes. It used to increase stamina, but now it's actually moved into like something more useful, because stamina overall across the board has been increased. Hard points give max HP, soft points give FHR and stamina bonus. Like, so as you can see here, I have 0 FHR. Now I have 6, 7, and I hit a breakpoint there, and I hit another breakpoint there. Like, so that's pretty cool. Like, if you need to hit a breakpoint, you can just put more points in with combat reflexes. Also, my HP went up, as you can see. And then we have increased speed, which is like the normal increased speed here. Walk, run speed. It should be run, walk speed, but, you know, it gives you more run, walk, and movement speed. The good old Barbarian stuff. And as you can see here with DR, I'll showcase this real quick. Damage reduction %. I got 2 points in. I got 1% DR. And you can get up to 10% with 20 points. And then we have natural res, which is an awesome Barbarian skill. Because, like, if you're going a two-hand weapon, it's really hard to get resistance usually. The masteries overall have been simplified. So General Mastery now covers sword, axe, and mace. This allows people to run around with like an axe and a sword, or a mace and an axe, or a mace and a sword, or whatever you want to do, a combination of, or just 2 swords, 2 axes, 2 maces, whatever you want to do. But it gives a lot more flexibility, and I absolutely love this change. Polearm Spear Mastery, so this is the polearm and spear one. And then we also have Throwing Mastery, so this one gives pierce, damage, and attack. The reason why pierce might be important is because, you know, I guess you could... Double throw doesn't pierce anymore because it actually bounces, and we'll get to that in a second. But I believe with this, you can do things like multi-shot Barbarian builds and Mimi builds like that, because you can have flat pierce. So it's kind of like the Amazon Pierce, but it's like given to the Barbarian. Frenzy, now it's level 1 skill, increases the duration by a lot, dude. I will say I've played Frenzy. I played a lot of Barbarian. I'll probably have a lot of comments on the skill, or on these on the combat skills specifically. Movement speed reduced, scaling increased, gains 2% velocity per level until 16. So Frenzy felt really good, dude. I really like Frenzy, and I hopefully like it'll get some love in the mid level. That's mostly due to the weapons though being trash once you get to like Nightmare. But Frenzy is being at level 1 is awesome. I freaking love that. As you can see here. Yeah, duration starts at 9 seconds, which is absolutely insane. You can go kill a monster, you go to town and you're still frenzied, and you come back. And sometimes you're still frenzied if you're fast enough. It's crazy. So yeah, Frenzy feels good. It has synergies with Double Swing and Stun. Apparently, yeah, it feels really good. It feels really good leveling. It feels really good late game. Yeah, it's Frenzy. Not a whole lot has changed there, except with the fact that like we have splash damage now, melee splash. That's really fun. Double Swing, you know, we kind of showcased that with Frenzy. It's just super fast attack speed and attack rating with a little bit extra damage. With synergy from Frenzy, as well as just putting points. I guess it's just synergy. Plus 28 damage, plain. Interesting. Then we have Double Throw here. At level 3, or at level 2, it has 3 bounces, as you can see. So first of all, first hit bonus, it does extra damage. It does more damage the more points you put in, and it does more attack, gives you more attack rating. And as you put more points in, it has up to 8 bounces, which is super cool. Except, what the heck's going on there? There we go. Do you see them bounce between each other? This will be good. I guess it's because I'm on a server that's not necessarily friendly for me, but yeah, it just like bounced off everything. Super cool. I really enjoy Double Throw. I might actually play Double Throw because I never was a huge fan of it in the past. But it basically works like a Barbarian Chain Lightning, but it procs and it does physical damage. It's been pretty fun. I've tried it out a bunch of times in endgame and stuff. So then I guess we should talk about a little bit left side of the skill tree. Bash. So Bash has been reworked as well. I played Bash, and you know how it gave like a knockback before? Yeah, so Bash, it knocks monsters back if you hit them. But if you throw a monster into FHR, it prevents the knockback. Unfortunately, it's like a bad example right now. I don't know why that's not happening. But basically, Bash has been reworked so that way the knockback only happens if you're not chunking them, and if the monsters are more dangerous. Yeah. Okay, now it's working. Cool. So, stun, it just stuns the monster that you hit. Nothing too crazy there. It's a synergy for Frenzy. So, Leap has been reworked as well, so that way when you put points into it, it not only increases the radius, but increases the leap speed. And this kind of works the same way as it does in vanilla. So when we put more points into it, you can see that. Faster leap speed. And more yards. So that's pretty cool. I do enjoy the leap aspect. So it's a nice CC. And then my favorite thing in all of PD2 so far is leap attack. And this skill is freaking awesome. Basically, instead of like swinging your item or your hammer on the ground or whatever, hammer onto the target, it's an AoE attack now. So that when you land, it does damage. Like, look at it. Isn't that freaking awesome? I absolutely love leap attack. Leap attack is super cool. And this is the build that I'm going to be starting with in Project Diablo 2, like, most likely. So I'm probably going to be going like Bash and Frenzy, then, you know, going into leap attack. And as you can see here, we have Concentrate. Concentrate is like a 1-point wonder. This thing is super good. I am absolutely loving Concentrate so far. But it's an attack that you can't be interrupted. Improves the attack rating and defense and converts physical to magic damage. So if you come across a Phys immune, you can deal magic damage with Concentrate. And I'll showcase what that is real quick. Conk feels really good, dude. I'm using, like, I guess trash weapons, but can't be interrupted. And when you have, like, GG gear, not just, like, some trash flails, freaking chonks, man. It feels really, really good. It also has synergies with Bash, Battle Command, and Bash. Magic damage from Bash, as well as just, you know, physical damage. And Battle Command, like we were talking about earlier, it gives +% damage. So with this build, if you're gonna go like straight up Concentrate build or something like that, then you're gonna be maxing out Battle Command as well. Berserk, and it basically increases your damage, and like, yeah, it's a minus Fizz attack, like Fizz resistance, but it does both. It pierces and it also does minus Fizz when you use it. Yeah, Berserk feels good. Mostly just due to the fact that, the minus Fizz res for, like, it's, like, situational, right? But ultimately, I would actually use Concentrate just due to the fact that you're doing magic damage. Now, if something is, like, magic immune for some reason and physical resistant, then I guess in the scenario of that, then Berserk might be the way to go. You have combat reflexes and taunt used as synergies for this. And Whirlwind, dude. People are probably excited for Whirlwind. Put some points in, dude. So Whirlwind, every time you put a point in, gives you extra velocity, it gives you damage, and it gives you attack rating. Now, attack rating has been buffed in PD2, so that way, like, you can be a lower level and hit things a lot easier. You won't need as much. Again, I probably shouldn't be using this example because it looks like garbage because I don't have good damage. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Understand that I have garbage items when I'm trying this and testing this out. It was just convenient that they kept staying there and they weren't dying, so that's why I kept using these monsters. Yeah, Whirlwind, I feel like feels good. When I was testing it, it wasn't getting like locked up as it usually does. So yeah, that's pretty much all the Barbarian skills, and that's all the skill trees as well. So on to the next character.